Hello, you guys. Happy Tuesday. Thanks for hopping on. I have a special guest today who I'm so excited for her to share her story. She is somebody who I look up to so much. So if you wouldn't mind maybe just sharing a little bit about kind of who you were before these 3 simple steps came into your life.
Yes, absolutely. Well, first of all, hello everyone. Happy Tuesday. I'm in Texas. Roxy, where are you?
Freezing Minnesota.
What is the temp right now?
-7.
-7. Oh my goodness. So my daughter goes to school in Oklahoma and they are expecting temps in that area this weekend. I'm like, I don't know how that's going to go down. But well, hey guys, thanks for hopping on with us. Let us know where you are. And then if you happen to be catching the replay, let us know that you're watching the replay. We always like to just see who Facebook is pushing this out to because we certainly never know that. And you might be seeing this 2 days from now. Who knows? So, but yeah, Roxy, thanks for having me on. So I'll just kind of give you guys a little of my background. I'm actually a mama of 4, twin mama. And my husband and I have lived in Texas our entire lives. My background is actually in speech pathology. So that was what my career was in before Thrive entered our world. I actually worked with geriatric patients in a home health setting. So was very busy as a speech pathologist and a mama of 4 kiddos. We had actually moved to West Texas, kind of relocated our family about 4 hours away from all our friends and family, and was in a funk of all funks. No stranger to health and wellness. I'd taken nutritional product lines for years and years. I mean, I understand the importance of, nutritional supplementation. But really found myself in just a place where I was like, enough's enough. I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired all the time. I dealt with a lot of headaches, not a pair of jeans in my closet fit, was kind of in a mom funk, but also insecurities kind of through the roof, which that'll affect your marriage. Just kind of one thing after another. And finally, I just said, if nothing's going to change unless I do something that makes it change, right? So my friend Tony that I used to work with, she was a nurse and also did some marketing for one of the home health agencies that I previously worked for. She kept talking about this Thrive thing. And I was intrigued just because she always mentioned how simple it was. There were a lot of stories, like a lot of just happy people, flashing this DFT thing, this patch on their arm. And I'll be honest, where's mine today? Mine's on this hand. Look at us both sporting our Black Label. So there's mine. But I'll be honest, the whole wearable nutrition thing definitely intrigued me just because we've been using the transdermal method in medicine for years and years and years. So it was kind of like, well, heck, nobody's ever done that from a nutritional standpoint, like what's going to happen with this? But I'll be honest, she had reached out to me for a good 8 or 9 months and I wasn't ready. I wasn't in that place where I was ready to do something different. But when I was ready, I reached out to her and started out as a customer and I didn't want any conversations about the business. I didn't really care about a business opportunity at the time. I mean, we were struggling financially just because the move had cost a lot. We had drained our savings to make that move. I didn't work for about 6 months, just getting the kids settled. And so we were definitely living paycheck to paycheck. And as a matter of fact, I actually waited on a paycheck to hit the mailbox to take to the bank to even place my first customer order, which is so crazy to look back and, because it's not like Thrive is expensive or anything, but I just couldn't take any more out of our budget until payday, So starting my Thrive experience as a customer and day one just fell in love with how simple it was. What is Thrive? It's 3 simple steps first thing in the morning on an empty stomach. So you wake up before your feet hit the floor and either take 1 or 2 capsules. I did 2 because go big or go home. Second, you drink the lifestyle mix. That is our ultra micronized lifestyle mix. It's like loaded with all of the good for your gut nutrition, pre and probiotics, digestive enzymes. Whereas your capsules that you just took 20 minutes before are your vitamins, minerals, antioxidants, yada, yada. So then you put on the DFT and that's releasing more ingredients through your skin directly to your bloodstream throughout the day. So day one, I'm like, okay, this is easy because it needs to be, I need easy just because I'm getting 4 kids ready for school every day. My husband always had to be at work before me. So our mornings were chaotic. And I was like, okay, this is so easy. Just take the capsules, drink the shake, slap on the patch. I can do this in the first 30 minutes of my day. Day 2, 3, and 4, like kind of came and went. Day 4, I had a headache like I usually did. We had family in town, and honestly, I felt so bad that I just couldn't wait for them to head home, so I could go home and lay down and take a nap. I guess part of me felt like it would be super rude if I went and took a nap while they were still there or something. I don't know. But day 5 rolled around, and I've been up half the night with a sick kiddo. Like I said, I have 4 kids, and at the time, my twin boys were only 3. My son was in elementary school. My daughter was in junior high, and I was up half the night with one of them that was sick, had to get up early the next morning, get the older kids to school. And I just remember thinking, or coming back home, it was around noon. And I just remember thinking, oh my gosh, like I've done more in the last 5 hours than I have in the last 5 months. And so for me, that is what sold me on this little Thrive thing, because it was so easy, but I felt like myself again. Just mommy mojo is back. I had productive energy. I didn't want to go to the gym or go run a mile or go do anything like that. I was just crossing things off the mom to-do list. Those of you that are moms that are watching, like, let me know you understand what I'm saying here. That mama to-do list is always like 17 miles long. And when you let things go because you don't feel good, or you're in a funk, or you're just not being productive, what happens is that just, it builds up and it builds up and it builds up into a place of complete and total overwhelm. And then, everybody else has to deal with your overwhelmness, right? So just having just that productive mark day for the rest of my life. So I got on the phone with Tony. I actually pulled up Facebook. Sorry, I've got my computer in front of me. So I pulled up Facebook and I wrote on her wall, and I was like, oh my God, I feel better than I have. And I can't tell you how long. Like, I cannot believe it took me this long to say yes to you and to trust you. I want to hear more about getting it for free and back to work I go, because she had mentioned that I could thrive for free. But y'all, I didn't pay attention to the whole free thing because I don't know. I was in such a bad place mentally. And I think too, Roxy, I was worried that like it wouldn't do for me. Maybe. I don't know. I was in such a bad place. I didn't even listen to free. Well, once I felt what I felt, I was like, oh yeah, how do I get this for free? Cause I want this forever. And so we get on the phone and she's laughing at me because I sound totally different. And that's just really when it all started. I tell everybody today, I feel 10 years younger. I sleep good every night. My knees don't bother me anymore. My hands don't ache when the weather changes. It is cold, like I said, in Texas right now, and it's just going to get colder. It's damp. Normally before Thrive, like my joints would have been feeling this before it showed in the weather forecast that we were going to have a wet few days. And just because of the inflammation that I had in my body, I don't deal with that anymore. I actually went and ran 5 miles this morning in like 34 degrees. So everything about my life is so different now, Roxy. And it's one of those things that like our life has changed so much that I can't imagine why someone would not say yes to this. I actually was looking at my Facebook memories just a little bit ago, and 7 years ago was the first time that my husband and I had been on a lifestyle getaway with this company, because that's some of the promoter perks that we have. And I need to post that later, but I'm going to post the pictures of what we looked like 7 years ago. Because, I think sometimes people meet us now and they just think that this is how life has always been, or, from every aspect, from how we look to what we, to what we weigh, to where we live, to, where our kids go to school. Everything about our life has absolutely changed because I took a chance on me and getting my health where it needed to be. And in turn, this company gave me such an opportunity to turn around and share what I had found, but create incredible options for our family. I'll kind of stop for a second and I can talk more about this whole opportunity here, because I know that there's probably a lot of people that are going, okay, I want to feel like she feels, but where does this whole financial opportunity come in? Like, can you really make money slinging vitamins? And the answer to that is absolutely yes, because these are vitamins that you feel. And when people feel something, there's an emotional component that is attached to that. And I will tell you right now, we've seen lives absolutely transformed because of what this does for people. So I'll give it back to you for a sec. I know I
Yes,
just
and
kind of took off at
you touched
that.
on a lot of the questions that I had. And I honestly always say that like this came into my life at the perfect time, like before I had
For
kids. I
sure.
can't imagine. I have a 2.5-year-old and a 7-month-old. I can't imagine doing it without Thrive in my life. Like honestly, all of
I
the mothers
wish
need
I
this.
had had it when my babies were that little. Like everything would have been so different. Everything bigger, right? It does enter your life at the right time. And but man, I think all of us kind of have that same common um, phrase that we use of if only I found it sooner, if only I had been around before. And most people
Yes,
will say, especially if they've watched their friends for quite some time, they're like, why did it take me so long?
I know. And for me, I watched a friend for months and I'm like, gosh, if I would have started sooner, I would have been feeling better that much sooner. But
You
I'm
would
going to
have been
focus
feeling
on
better
that. But
sooner.
so what would you
Yeah.
say to somebody who's watching and is like, gosh, I've tried other things in the past. I just don't think this is going to work for me. Like, what would be your advice to
This
somebody
is
who has
like
that?
nothing you've ever done before. And I'm going to circle back around to that because I've actually had people come to me, Roxy, that have said, well, I tried that Thrive thing years ago and it didn't work. And I'm like, hold the phone for a minute. Like, yes, it does. Maybe the person that introduced it to you, maybe they didn't know how to walk you through it. We've learned along the way. And I've had to call friends and say, hey, like, I know that I got you started on this years ago and you said you didn't notice anything, but I was telling you all wrong, or I needed to,
Right.
I couldn't have walked you through this because what's happened is, especially since I've been thriving for 7 years, is I've been able to walk so many people through so many different things, and we're all so different. But yeah, you have absolutely nothing to lose. And this is not like anything you've ever done before. And if you're in that place where you're ready, there couldn't be a better time than right now. I think over the last year and a half, we've really seen how important it is to take care of our bodies from the inside out. And I'm telling you, that crosses over into so many areas of life. What we put into our bodies is what it's got to deal with, and we only have one. And I'll be honest, Roxy, I never would have considered myself truly like a health expert. I still don't, but I've learned so much about the human body and about nutritional supplementation in my own personal experiences. But then with that is when you are fueling your body with premium nutrition consistently over time, that really kind of changes what you snack on, what you eat, you know what I mean? And so there's so many things that long-term add up. And also, I'm the mama of a type 1 diabetic son. So I've learned a lot with that being thrown into our world as well. And the more research that I did upon his diagnosis, Roxy, the more I was like, well, no wonder I have the business that I have. No wonder, like, I didn't understand why we had all these stories. I just knew the product was doing something magical in the human body, because our bodies, are designed to operate at premium level. It's just what we fuel it with doesn't run premium, but we have that choice. And so yeah, I say start your story. Like, life is too short to be sick and tired. Life is too short. Just because you're a mom doesn't mean you have to feel bad every day. Just because you're a mom doesn't mean that you can't take care of you. And I'm telling you right now, when you take care of you as a mama, everything gets better. When mom is happy, the kids are happier. When mom's taking care of herself, the kids notice a difference. I can't even tell you some of the funny stories that, out of the mouths of babes, they just say it. Like, one of my friends, her son was like, Mom, have you seen yourself lately? Because she just became someone different, that was more fun, that was more exciting, that was, that wasn't crabby. When we feel like crap, everybody knows it. That no matter how hard you try to fake it, right? So if you can, fuel your body in a great way, then it just carries over. It carries over to your relationships. It carries over with your productivity and work. Carries over in marriage. All the things. It just shows. And Thrive isn't a cure-all. I'm not going to say start your Thrive today and magic's going to happen for the rest of your life. No, life is going to throw you some freaking curveballs. We have experienced that. But what I have always said is that Thrive is going to make things a little bit easier to handle, the craziness that life throws your way, just because your body is going to be operating in a better place, you know? So it's not a cure-all. We don't claim that it cures anything or is going to, you know, magically, you know, transform your life and nothing negative is going to come your way. That's not what we say. What this is about fueling your body from the inside out, and you will feel it. And if the vitamins that you're taking you don't feel, then you're definitely taking the wrong one. So that's when you got to say, okay, I'm ready to thrive. And let's talk about this little free thing. So, not everyone obviously that thrives is a promoter. So we actually, you can thrive with us as a customer or as a promoter for the same price, either way. And customers, though, we have a pretty incredible perk where you can refer 2 friends and to the company, and the company is going to give you the average of their orders in the form of credits to use on the 2nd of every month. So it was, what's today? February 8th, 9th? I don't know. 9th. So on February 2nd, I received credits. Even though I'm a promoter, I get credits for 2 friends thriving with me. My customers get credits for 2 friends thriving with them. And it could be, you know, your mom and your neighbor that thrive with you for the next 6 years that gets you free Thrive every month. And the cool thing is that they are then eligible also for the free Thrive every month. So that is a huge customer perk. Basically, you help out the company by referring your friends. The company helps you out by giving you free Thrive. I mean, it's a win-win for both. As far as our promoter opportunity, so that's a free opportunity as well. It's a free click of a button, and basically you become eligible for commissions and bonuses when you become a promoter. So when you refer those 2 friends, you're getting Thrive for free, but you're also getting commissions. In your first 14 days, getting 2 customers to thrive with you basically takes you halfway to our VIP bonus, which is an opportunity for you to earn up to $660 on your first $800 in referrals. You can even double that in your first 2 weeks, up to $1,320 on your first $1,600 in orders. So this is a matter of, okay, do you feel good? Are you willing to tell people what you found? Do you know anyone that is tired, exhausted, can't sleep at night, has, you know, their back hurts, their knees hurt, they deal with inflammation, you know, they've got a lot of kids, they've got a big commute to work, they've got a lot of stress in their life. Okay, like seriously, aren't you going, oh my God, like everyone I know fits into one of those categories, right? So, you know, 3 or 4 people thriving with you, you've earned your first bonus. 8 to 10 people thriving with you, you've earned your second bonus. And for me, Roxy, what was so fun about that is, first of all, I felt better than I had in years. So like I couldn't shut up talking about it. But that initial bonus was super motivating to me because I just told you we were struggling financially. So to be able to cash in on those bonuses just by introducing my friends to what I had found, that paid for Christmas for our family that year. And I have a big family, and I wanted to do Christmas like we'd always done for our kids. And every single bit of Christmas was covered with my Lavelle commissions and bonuses that year. Is that not crazy? Like, I look back and I go, I mean, I've said it so many times, but what if I had just remained stubborn and skeptical? And what if I'd not taken a chance on me? Or what if I'd gone with something else? You know, I really don't want to think about it too much because I don't ever want to go back to where I was before, physically, emotionally, financially, any of that. Location. Like where we are now has been such a huge blessing for our family. So yeah, it's one of those things like, what if it does for you, but it's done for all these other people? And what if you can get it for free every month? And what if, you know, this is 2021 and everyone, you know, is looking for a way to make money from their phone or from their computer. Everyone, you know, is understanding that plan A doesn't always work out. You probably need a plan B. And why not have the ability to earn commissions by just share? I mean, you've got a side hustle from your phone and all you do is tell people what you found. And I love Roxy being able to follow that up with like, girl, I don't know what's going to do for you. Like, I just know it's done for me and all these other people. And I know if you'll get this in your body for 10 days, you're probably going to want it for the next 10 years of your life. And you're going to say you feel 10 years younger. So that's where you got to trust me.
And you're going to say, I wish I would have started sooner.
Yes, that's what you're going to say. I mean, that is the common agreement. All of us are in agreement of that.
Yes,
So,
like these products are life changing. I feel like this opportunity is life changing. Like it just created so many options for me and my family, and to be able to just help other people do that, like
I know.
it feels like a blessing all
It
around.
becomes addicting. So I'll address that because I talked to somebody earlier today and I was like, well, I very quickly got addicted to those text messages that I would get from friends and family about how good they felt. And then I got addicted to creating options for my family and then helping other people create options for their family. You know, as a speech pathologist, I love my career, but I couldn't just meet a mom that was desperate to create an opportunity for her family and say, oh, I've got the solution for you. I mean, that required a master's degree and a clinical fellowship here and a whole lot of education, you know what I mean? But with this, like I can take someone that's like, I am ready. Like, I don't want to depend on someone else, or I love my career, but I'm understanding the importance of having an additional stream of income, or, I could go on and on, but I love just being able to take anyone, regardless of their education level, their background, how much money they do or don't have in the bank, like how many people they know. I don't care how many friends you have on Facebook. Like where there's a will, there's a way. And I love that. Like I love seeing just that look in someone's eye that says, okay, I'm hopeful, like show me how, and then just being able to show them how.
Yes, absolutely. Everything you said was just, there's so many golden nuggets. Is there any last closing thoughts that you'd want to leave with somebody who's still kind of skeptical or watching?
You gotta just take the leap. Take the leap. You will not regret it. And then if you're watching and you're like, Roxy, like I love seeing what you've done in this business, or Mauria, I've followed you all these years and I believe in this product. I love this product. I'm not going to go a day without it. This is where you've got to go. Okay, whatever it is that's holding me back, I'm over that because I believe in what I'm doing every single day. I want to be the one interviewing friends and family that are feeling like $1,000,000. And I want to utilize this opportunity now to bless the socks off my family, because that opportunity is yours for the taking. I mean, this company has proven over and over that they are setting you and your family up for success. I'm pretty convinced that our CEOs are totally addicted to helping people live a life they deserve. They've proven that over and over. And I can say that with the utmost confidence. And I love that. I love being able to say that. That's honestly, it's very important to me. And 7 years in, looking at this and going, guys, like just run with what you've got because it's all right there at your fingertips.
Absolutely. Well, thank you. Thank you so much for hopping on. I seriously appreciate
Oh,
you
you're
so
so
much.
welcome.
I hope you guys all have a
You are
wonderful
so
Tuesday.
welcome.
What was that?
All right. Bye, guys.
Thanks. Bye.